Hey there, welcome back to the Code Geek. What comes to your mind when you first hear the word lists? A definite, neat, row column figure, alright? So, that is what we're going to be looking at today lists. So, um we learned how to make new lines by creating paragraph tags. So, let me just create a pair of paragraph tags. I'm gonna type in item 1. You can type in anything you want. I'm typing something that's completely generic. I'm gonna copy that and paste it on a few lines. I like the lines to be spaced and neat. There I go. Third, and when I refresh that, yes, it appears like that. But these need to be a little more defined, or these need to look more like lists rather than just strings of text on new lines. Alright, so let me delete that and we create something called the UL tag, which is just UL, and it stands for unordered list. Alright, it stands for unordered list, and inside that there are the tags called the list item tags, which indicate the items in the list. So just like before, I'm gonna create the list with the string of text as item 1, copy that, paste it on new lines. Yes, paste it on new lines and replace the number. Let's see what we get after that. Save that, refresh that, and as you can see, the text sizing has automatically changed and it has become a neat and nicely representable kind of list. See, that's looking very good. And those three dots have arrived, indicating that it's a list and its purpose is meant to be a list. So, guys, let's move on and discover more about lists. So, basically, when we are making lists or listing something, there is the need of replacing sometimes many times, almost every time. And if there's a big list, not like just three items, we can't just go on we can't just go on editing it one by one. So that's when the replacement tools of editor comes in. So I have pressed Ctrl F, Command F on Mac. I'm clicking on replace and I want to replace the word item, ITEM, the word item. I'll just find it so we can see it clearly. The word item, it has to be exact or it will not be replaced, with the word name. Alright, and click on replace all. All three occurrences were replaced, and as you can see here, we compare the output on the left with that. It's name 1, name 2, name 3. Perfect. It has been replaced correctly. Alright, so let's do one small activity. I'll just replicate all these lines, some of these lines, and what we did in the last video about this styling. So within these li tags we can also apply uh, all the stylings that we applied in the last videos, like the paragraph tags, the bold tags, the italics tags, the underline, the bold, and everything. So we're gonna do it. You can also pause the video right now and you can try it out yourself. Okay, that's what I strongly recommend. And what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna add breaks at the end of each of them. Here also you can use your smartness. Use the replace tool to replace the slash li with slash libr. Alright, but I'm going to do it manually so you have an idea of how breaks work. I'm going to paste it at the end of each. There's no need to paste at the end of the last one because anyway there's nothing after that and the break will not make a difference. Alright, so after I have applied all the breaks, now we're gonna be doing some styling on them. Alright, pause the video right now if you want to try it out yourself, and if you've forgotten a bit, no worries. Let's apply the bold class first and check if that works. Let's refresh. Yes, sure, that worked. The name one has become bold. And now what next? Let's see. Alright, let's mark the next one. My suggestions came that I have to mark it. And I save it. And there I go. It's marked yellow. And then I'm gonna, I think, yes, insert ins. And that's gonna insert a underline and the element. Then I'm gonna just name 4 unfortunately gonna get deleted. That guy has that line over him as we discussed in the last video. Name 5 is gonna be let's see what it's gonna be. No, it just remain like that. Alright, so now we know that all the stylings can be applied, and now what I'm gonna do is apply another break. And now this is a special kind of break, and it's known as the HR tag, and it puts a line. Alright, it puts a line between the elements. I'm just gonna increase the spacing a bit so you can see the BR and HR tags clearly. Alright, so now let's go on to w3schools.com HTML text formatting link. Alright, and over in W3 Schools we're gonna see which ones we missed: the subscript, superscript, italics, and rest of the text. So we're gonna apply them randomly on name 5 and name 6. So name 5 is gonna be italicized. There we go. And name 6, let's see, is there an interesting element right there? Alright, name 6 is gonna let's see, yes, it's gonna be small because that's the one we missed. Alright, slash small. Alright, wonderful. And see, it's small, so we can apply all these stylings just like the earlier videos in which we didn't use lists. And so we have covered a concept today called unordered lists. And if you want to make that list ordered, You have to replace the UL with the OL. Alright, the UL with the OL. So instead of those dots, those numbers appear there. Alright? So instead of those dots, the numbers appear. So you can measure the number of elements in a list. And if you want to like count them, you don't nearly require to write those numbers by yourself. You can just change the UL to OL or just write OL at the first point. Alright? And W3 Schools has many more exercises, tests, references, and everything. You can just check them out if you want. I search for W3 Schools HTML lists. Alright, we search like that. So we can find all these types of lists. We studied the unordered type of list. Now we saw the ordered type of list. And now we're going to be seeing the description kind of list. Alright, the description kind of list. And the tags are a bit different this time. So we're just gonna use the replace tool to replace those. I replaced that with the L, and let's see what is the difference. And as you can see, they got pushed back to the margin. That's one thing I noticed. And then there's the DD, that is the description of that particular element description. So I'm gonna make the slash DD and the DD tag, and I'm gonna type in some random text, weird one, and I'm gonna paste it in there. I don't need so many elements, so they will just be confusing us throughout. Alright, so now, yes, let me just replace that one, weird one and good one. Let's refresh that, and as you can see guys, the list element is the first one, and then the description describes the list element. So like if you want to create a menu kind of thing, menu sort of thing, you can do that. And we can also list that as a list element. Alright, we can also give li tags to those things right there, those descriptions. We can also give li tags to that. So when we give the list item tag to that, those also become parts of the list. Alright, so that's all we're gonna be looking today of regarding the topic lists. I'll be back with a video soon. Thanks for watching.